to quality education. We are going to make it compulsory for the girl child to get the education that she deserves. At the level of governance, 40% of political appointments are going to be reserved for our women. The shining stars of the Obasanjo administration were the Obi Ezekwesilis, the Ngozi Okonjo-Iwealas, the Dora Akunyelis. So Dele Momodu believes so much in the women, and he's going to ensure that the women are well taken care of when he becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria May this year.
Thank you very much. Thank you. NTP.
Thank you very much. Unlike others, NTP will give women 50-50 chance. For all the appointments that are within the power of the president, we are going to give women 50-50 chance. Considering how strategic women are in economic development and social development of the society, we held women at a very high esteem. For instance, I think our party is recorded as one of those parties that have the highest number of women candidates. Why? Because of the encouragement we give to them. We believe that if power is being given to women, if a woman becomes the president today, I think what we are discussing here, maybe the discussion will not go in this tone. Corruption will be minimized, if not eradicated. It will be highly minimized. So we believe so much in women, and we believe that we have to give women power in all sectors. That's our position. Thank you very much.
All right. Lastly, PDP.
Women are no longer considered as...
Is your microphone off?
Women are no longer considered as a position being in the house. This can be exemplified by our First Lady, Dame Patience Goodluck, who has transversed the nation, campaigning effectively for Goodluck. She has been an integral part of the campaign. We're not hiding our wives behind in the house and saying they're not doing anything. I have not seen any of the candidates' wives on the campaign trail. This is a fact. We have other women, like Princess Stella Odua, who has initiated the neighbor-to-neighbor campaign, which has gone across every ward local government across Nigeria. These are women. President Goodluck Jonathan has made a commitment, 35% of positions shall be reserved for women. He doesn't just talk the talk, he does what he says he's going to do. Apart from that, I find it very, very funny that some of my candidates will talk about the 12 years of PDP and try and bring us down, and the next thing is start quoting women in which the PDP government employed. People like Dr. Obi, people like Okonjo-Iweala, people like Dora Akunyeala. That is double standards. Our candidate, Nuru Rubadu, in case he has forgotten, he was still a staff of the PDP government. So it just consists of double standards. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I think with that, we are through with women affairs. Next, we move on to the issue of security. Those of you in the hall, I'm sure you're familiar by now with words such as kidnapping, bombings. These are things that we used to read about and watch on CNN. But these are issues that have now crept into our national life. That's in addition to armed robbery and the other crimes that we have had in this country. So security has become a major, major issue. So Sunday, if ACN wins, how will you tackle security?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Malam Nuribado, like you know, began his public service career after a degree in law and being called to Nigerian bar, he went to join the police. And he served for 25 years in the Nigerian police. So apart from being a public prosecutor, a seasoned one for that matter, and retired AIG. He is well experienced to know the problems that are bedeviling the security system in Nigeria. And in light of this, he will immediately ensure that the current security outfits that we have, the Nigerian police, the armed forces, are properly equipped. You go to an average police station today, there are more broken down vehicles there than there are functional ones. Things like that will be checked. Our Nigerian police will be properly equipped. The armed forces will be properly funded. And Malam Ribadu also is in his vision for Nigeria, he has seen that it is not about going about addressing problems when they arise. It is cheaper and better to prevent them before they arise. So we're going to lay more priority on addressing those issues that can cause problems. It is not possible for a crisis to happen anywhere in Nigeria and there is not a security report on it.
Okay.
So he will ensure that these things are nipped in their knob, nipped on the head before they happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I don't know if you have this in the audience. If you don't, you'll have them soon. Because we actually intend to put the power in your hands shortly. So we'll just quickly go through this round of questioning, and I'll invite somebody to inform you as to what you do with this. Okay, CPC.
I have a dream that one day my grandson will come home and tell me that, and ask me a question, that, Grandpa, is it true that once upon a time police used to collect money on the streets? And I will say, yes, once upon a time. And she will ask me, did they used to collect receipts? Because she will not have experienced it. What General Muhammadu Buhari and Bakari Tikes will do for national security is this. We've had a number of national security issues in the country, and they've not been properly addressed because some proactive steps had not been taken. One, serious capacity building for security agencies. For security agencies, serious capacity building. Two, we want to push for a constitutional amendment to allow us have state police. What will this achieve? Now, even in the area boys terrain, once a phone gets missing somewhere, because it's within a small community, you can track it in a few hours. If the police in each state is empowered, if community policing is empowered, people can find it easier to quickly address the issues and solve them. So we're moving for a constitutional amendment to replace code of criminal code and all those penal codes with a community justice legislation. We want to push policing to the state levels. We want to fund the security forces, ensure there's a special squad trained on things that have to do with kidnapping, special squad on things that have to do with violence, motivated politically or religiously in different places. These are the things that we will do.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now the NCP.
National security is very important in our policy for Nigeria, and it's very simple. At the heart of security issues that we face today is unemployment. Those throwing bombs in the streets, the armed robbers, are they the bankers? Are they the young professionals who have gainful employment? No. So one of the key things we must do is to take our jobless youths off the streets. A lot of them today have become idle tools in the hands of some people who seize them at the slightest opportunity to perpetrate violence in the system. So it's not just about equipping the police. It's not just about training the police. It is important. In our plan for Nigeria, yes, we are going to ensure that our policemen are well paid. The issue of welfare is very important. Our policemen will not stop collecting 20 naira on the streets until they are well paid, until they are well respected. It is only in Nigeria that the senator breaches driving rules and a policeman approaches him and he tells the policeman, do you know who I am? Under a Daily Momodu presidency, that is going to stop.
Okay. Thank you. Now NTP.
Thank you very much. On the issue of security,
Ohimai, please switch off your mic.
it's a very difficult thing to handle. Difficult in the sense that when people are unemployed, how do you control security? We have seen cases where people overrun the policemen with gun because they have nothing to hold on. So what we are saying is this, is that first, we will try to make sure we solve the unemployment problem. Then on security, we have to look at it very critically. It is difficult. If you have traveled from here to Duse in Jigawa State, travel from Duse to Abeokuta and travel to the east, you find it difficult to believe that one IG, one person is controlling all these people. We have to segment the police. Let us have state police. We have to break it so that they can be more effective. And let us try, we will design a way, rather, to make sure that the state control the police so that they can be more effective. That is our position. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And lastly, PDP.
It's very important when we talk about security that security is the responsibility of every single person who is here today and Nigerians at home. In a sense, democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and for the people elected by the people. All this means, I see, we have a history. We have to go back into our history as Nigerians. We have a history where our communities effectively policed itself. President Goodluck Jonathan has put in place programs where there are partnerships with civil society and the community leaders, where there should be extra vigilance at the lower level. The armed robbers are among us. The thieves are among us. The people who place these bombs are among us. We have to be extra vigilant. It's very unfortunate that some people want to create a situation in Nigeria where we are afraid to go out. We are afraid to do the things we normally do. That is the whole purpose of terrorism. But the same message which presidents all around the world have given when faced with terrorist acts is go about your normal duties. Go about doing whatever you used to do. President Goodluck Jonathan is the Chief Security Officer of Nigeria. So far, he's doing a good job, and he's going to continue doing a good job.
Well, thank you very, very much, gentlemen. Sunday Ogijigbo, Adeolu Akinyemi, Ohimai Godwin, Ifeanyi Ajufo, Uche Chota. You may now take your seat while members of the public think of the questions they are going to ask you. May we give them a round of applause, please? So, while you compose your questions, may I quickly invite